So in designing the FTTS platform and bringing it to market, Lumexis' goal was to lower the cost of ownership for airlines and through weight savings and increase reliability. We're now seeing a change in the IFE space with the proliferation of onboard connectivity and Wi-Fi and electronic personal devices, which weigh even less. How do you compete with that?
Well, I think it's absolutely very complementary to what we're doing. The FTTS system actually provides a huge bandwidth and a huge amount of storage and server capability that you can apply in a lot of different ways. We're kind of an onboard network, which is a gigabit per second. If you have a PED, as most of us do these days, you like to feel like you could use it during flight, and so it's entirely complementary. You got a whole range of opportunities, whether you want to send an email, whether you want to download content and play it, and so forth. What we feel like is if the airline had the option of a absolutely no cost of ownership kind of screen in front of the passenger, they would love to control that passenger experience. So our challenge, I think, is to keep driving down the cost of that weight of the system, the weight per seat, the cost of maintenance and so forth, to the point where they can have that as a complement to the wireless PEDs and so forth. So every airline would choose to have advertising to offer content that the passenger would like to purchase in a big enough and attractive enough display capability that it would compete well with those PEDs. So I think content availability, access to all sorts of different off-board connection resources, and this particular system today has 1.5 terabytes of storage, which is hundreds and hundreds of movies. Not every airline is going to want to put their investment into those movies, but if you have the upper tier of airlines, they will want to have an offering of content. So we are absolutely, I think I can say this pretty categorically, the lightest installed weight of any system that we see on the horizon. We've really lowered it to the point where we're down to about 2.3 kilograms. And when I say installed weight, unlike many of the people who are making promises today, I mean every screw, every piece of copper wire, every connector, every bracket that covers the connectors in the seat. When the airplane comes in, it gets weighed, and we take off the old non-IFE seats and we put our stuff on, and we weigh the airplane again, and we divide that by the number of seats. So the true increase in the weight of that airplane is what we're providing. I don't think anybody will be as light as we are. If you say all you're going to do, and maybe I'm going on a little long for you, but if you say that you're really only going to serve a PED, that's a very lightweight experience. The passenger already had their PED with them when they came on the airplane. And now you add a couple of wireless access points and some antennas and some servers at the head, and that's really lightweight. But it's not as complete an experience. I can't go ahead and offer my passenger that I've got new food that's come available, and maybe we have duty-free sales that we want to make them aware of, and they may not want to surf into my duty-free sales site. So I can offer all of that control by the airline. Not every airline is going to want it, but certainly the premium airlines will look for that kind of flexibility.
I wanted to ask you a bit more of a general question about the role design and user experience play in your products, and how you design products specifically tailored for the unique mind frame of the transumer, the consumer in transit.
Right. We have a brilliant, honestly brilliant group of designers for a passenger experience. They really understand. They've designed, although they say they're young, some are younger than others, and some have designed for a lot of IFE for the last decade. We want the passenger to be able to walk up and understand how to use the system. We don't want them to search around and try and figure out, am I supposed to go here to do that, and hit the back button and so on. So we leave it to the airline to say what their objective is. Is it to give a feeling of warmth and comfort? Is it to really give them a hard sell or whatever? But we can help them implement that in a very simple way, where the interface between the user who may be a kid who's very, very computer literate and automation literate, or it may be a senior business person who really still uses an admin to take notes for. So we want them all to be able to use it effectively. The first one's pretty easy because they've encountered all of these before, but the more senior sales executive, business executive might not have that same ease and comfort. We want them all to have it.